So, pilot shortage. In dramatic voice. In today's fast-paced world, there is a soaring demand for skilled pilots. However, we are currently facing a critical challenge, a shortage of pilots. But amidst these obstacles, there is a unique opportunity for young, passionate individuals to make their dreams of becoming a pilot a reality. Join me as I explore the exhilarating world of aviation and uncover how you can overcome the hurdles of high training costs and low starting salaries to chase your dream of becoming a pilot. A lot of older pilots retired during the pandemic. Since 2001, after 9/11 happened, a lot of people had a bad impression of aviation in general. After the 2008 crisis, again, the aviation industry took a hit. With the pandemic, so many people were uncertain if the aviation industry would survive, as if people would just stop flying forever. Actually, people asked me like, hey, I was thinking about becoming a pilot, but do you think it's worth it? Like, will aviation go back up? Do we have a future? Is aviation gonna keep working as it does now? It makes the job of being a pilot a little bit less appealing because, you know, this crazy uncertainty around the whole aviation. Another thing that makes hard for people who dream of being a pilot actually chasing their dream is the prices involved with pilot training. It's not cheap to become a pilot. If you're doing your PPL, CPL, multi-IFR, instructor rating, all of that, it's 100,000 Canadian dollars. And it's not the type of money a lot of people have laying around their houses, you know. So it takes a lot of effort. It takes planning. Your family has to be very supportive of that. And I understand for a lot of people it's just not possible. And that mixed with the uncertainty of a future in aviation, it can be really discouraging for a lot of people that wanted to be a pilot. It takes a lot of courage, you know, to invest that much money in any type of studies, aviation included. And on top of that, the salary for new pilots is not that attractive. So you spent $100,000, you get your licenses, and then you find a job that's basically minimum wage. It seems really crazy, you know. You spent years training, you're flying this crazy expensive machines, carrying people around, and you're getting paid minimum wage. So you spend all of this money and time, and then in the end you feel like you should be rewarded more than you are. And I understand that's also something that people see and say like, oh really, I'm gonna spend this much money to make that little in the first couple years? Never mind. And all of these things combined, the mentality because of pandemics, crisis, financial and all of that, will aviation survive? The cost of being a pilot and the low salary in the beginning of it, all of this creates less pilots. And now not enough pilots getting their license done, and then companies that for now have pilots but they know that they're gonna be running out of pilots, they need to do something in order for more people to see that career as something nice and, you know, maybe jump into it. Between the years of 2012 and 2019, 1,100 licenses were issued annually in Canada. And between 2019 and 2020, it dropped to 474, and then 2021, 293, and then 2022, 238. Mine was one of them. So this huge dropping number of licenses is very crazy because people are still flying. The airline industry is back up, people are flying a lot, but there's not enough pilots getting their license done now. So there is a need for new pilots. I found some different numbers everywhere I looked, so there is no set number, but specialists say that Canada is gonna need 7,000 pilots by this year, or this many pilots by that year, and the global aviation is gonna need like, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of pilots by the year, whatever. Everywhere you look, there are different numbers, but everyone agrees that there is a need for new pilots. What a lot of pilots hope is that this need actually translates to better pay and better incentives. So people actually want to become a pilot, want to spend that much for the training, and maybe the salary from the get-go is not that low. So this shortage might actually be a very good opportunity if you want to become a pilot, because it's really looking like now it's a very good time for you to get started. because soon enough they're gonna need you and they're gonna be ready to pay more. Even though the challenges are really big, the reward in the end is also gonna be great. And I think a lot of pilots will agree with me that people don't just become a pilot for the money in it. It's a lot more than that. It is the flying, it is the adventures, it is going to new places, meeting new people, going to new countries. I know that yes, you're flying scheduled flights between countries all the time. You're not gonna be, traveling around and enjoying every city you stop by, but it gives you the opportunity to actually go to a different country, a different province, and get a job there and fly around there. And there's just so many types of jobs that adventure is a big part of it. And even though the salaries are initially low, there is a huge potential for growth in the companies. If you're in a company for a couple years and you become a captain and you're flying there for a long time, the salary is gonna grow exponentially and it can get really, really high. It can be hard in the beginning, but in the long run, it's gonna be really good. So when I do those Q&As on Instagram and people ask me, should I become a pilot? Is it worth it? Is it good? Is the beginning salary is low and all of that? Yes, it's not gonna be easy. The beginning is gonna be tough. The salary is not gonna be awesome from the get-go, but in the long run, go for it. If it's your dream, if it's something you think you're gonna enjoy doing it, do it. Just get it done. My suggestion to you, if you, like me, wish and dream of becoming a pilot, go for it. If your family supports you, use that opportunity to chase your dream, become a pilot, work hard in the beginning, and you're gonna enjoy a very long career with a lot of adventures, and you can go anywhere you want. When I was in school, I really didn't think that I was ever gonna leave Brazil. I didn't even wanna learn English. I thought it was something I was never gonna use. And once I left Brazil and started traveling, and going to all these different places, I fell in love with the adventure aspect of it, like being in different places and seeing different people, cultures, food. And the idea of becoming a pilot just made more and more sense to me, and I'm really happy I did it. I'm really excited to start working as a pilot, and I'm also excited for the hard parts of it. I'm excited to be a flight instructor. I know it's not the dream job of a lot of people, but I'm excited for it. And if you have the dream of becoming a pilot, go for it. If I can help you in any way, if you want to ask any questions about pilot training, feel free to text me on Instagram. It's Fly with Pedro. I'm here to answer any of you guys' questions. I don't know what else to say other than follow your dreams. So, if you have a burning desire to conquer the skies, don't let the challenges deter you. Embrace the opportunity, chase your dream, and become part of the solution to the pilot shortage in Canada? In Canada. The sky is calling. Will you answer it? This is so bad. Anyway, if I can help in any way, just text me on Instagram. If you have any questions about pilot training or my flight school, whatever it is, Fly with Pedro on Instagram, or you can comment down below. There are some useful links in the description for other videos and things like that. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos, and I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you so much. Chase your dreams, become a pilot. See you here.